have a lot more chance there to like hold out. But we're back into the game now, and it looks like we're following Beige here, hanging out bottom steps, and I believe we like to call that Harry Potter, where I'm from. Just in there underneath the steps, and it looks like Loud Whine have gotten the ball off the rim. Now,
yes, and
who has control of the rockets?
Did not see the rocket controller there.
It looks like Blitzkrieg has them. And he's up in C at the moment. Yeah, he's holding off Commando. So any push down driveway is going to be met with a lot of force.
Rubber Ducky here getting some early control of this ball. Stepping up to the plate. Already 30 points on the board. There for, looks like actually, folks, I have the teams switched. So let me get that switched over here. We Get Wiped will have Blitzkrieg, and Loud Whine will have Astronaut. Those team names at the top there have been corrected. Patience double kill from Diesel stepping up to the port. Do we have the sounds as well?
Harry Potter call out official now. Yeah, absolutely true. Yeah. So yeah, just in that corner, like around just near trash. Now this is an odd fight. Like things are getting a little weird here. Like the ball is out in trees, and like it's a 2v4. They really want to be having the ball up in C here. Now, obviously, you would rather be back A. Like back A is the better hold here, but C steps, that's the secondary hold place you want to be. You know, so it looks like they're kind of stuck down here. While they have time, it looks like they're giving up map control for it. And yeah, the Rockets have fallen into the hands of Loud Whine.
Great double kill on the board for Diesel.
Goodness.
Stepping up to the port and really doing. They had to throw the ball out of the subway, and they did so at the right time because they lost control of the subway. But right there, Diesel able to pick up the slack and grab some more time for his team. Now 68-2, great lead starting off here for We Get Wiped.
Yeah, and pick up the slack is right because like he had no right to get those kills. Like, we're looking at them, and I think that it's just a case that, like, Diesel bought them another 5, or bought them, like, that time.
And really strong performance here. Rubber Ducky and Blitzkrieg both putting in work at grabbing that objective time. Now Hamstar with that ball in his hand. This is showing that they're willing to spread the load and work together at getting this objective time. Only 15 seconds before they can claim their first point here in this oddball match at Streets.
Exactly. And as they've, like, as they have, like, you know, the privilege of being so far ahead, you saw them kind of, like, dip into PD for a while just to get their shields back. You know, normally you wouldn't want the ball anywhere near there, but when you have this much time to come back at your enemy, like, soak up as much time as you want, you know? As you can. Because every second is a second less that your opponents have to break your next setup.
And right now, we're going to see Loud Whine getting some real time on the board. Having that oddball in the PD is a great way to ensure success in collecting this time.
They're going to get trapped in there.
It does look like they dropped the ball, and they're currently actually trying to survive.
Yeah, they're trying to fight their way out here because at the moment, like, you could see that there was pushes coming from Cafe and from B, and, you know, like, this is a nice flank, but he's very disconnected from the rest of his team here, Finest. So, yeah, I mean, that pick is pretty big here now, because that just means that they've completely cleared out the B side. So, I think they could maybe start rotating towards C.
You see, it's the Finest
here. Or are they
here.
going to stay? Oh.
See Diesel's perspective. Yes. He's looking here in the alleyway. Still time being collected by Loud Whine. They're currently minimizing this point deficit. They have made it halfway there. And, you know, this streak was currently obtained by We Get Wiped, proving that it is within the realm of possibility for that to occur, and Loud Whine is wanting to answer. And now only 30 points from tying this oddball match here. This first round is close to a conclusion.
I do like the lurk, despite the deaths being like piling up. I mean, there were some wins there in mid, but maybe Astronaut was too disconnected from the rest of his team and wasn't quite aware of how much trouble they were in, because this looks like it's going to be it unless there's a clock stop, which there is. Oh my good god. So now we get wiped. It's only perfect Halo they need, really. I mean, 99 points on the board before we get wiped. You're gonna have a lot of players on that team desperate that ball just to get that 1 second, and if that happens, you're gonna have a lot of spawners trickling in, like it looks like there is right now.
Great performance here, approaching 1 point from confirming their victory, and they prevented the ball point from being touched. A great way to try to avoid death here. They're approaching the 90-point mark. Loud Whine needs to approach this and continue to get points. They're gonna are they gonna prevent this at 99? They are totally gonna come back. Oh my god!
Oh my god! That is gonna hurt. That one is gonna hurt. Like 99 points. I mean, I just felt it. I felt them just trickling in. And once that happens, once you're so close, you can taste the finish line. You're gonna just try, like, you're just gonna throw caution to the wind. And that's what happened. They lost control, and by the time they regrouped and went for an attack, it was just that second too late. Oh, and that's unfortunate from Blitzkrieg.
Great control there from Rubber Ducky of the Rockets. Early on, Loud Whine getting this ball. Are they going to take this by storm? I mean, this is a heck of a first round of Halo.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, like, it's kind of like, once you win a game like that, like, you're buzzing. And I think like wins like that, when you clutch up when you need it, like, I mean, that they needed perfect Halo for that, like, from like 50 points. I think it was like 51 to 99 or something like that, or 97. Like, that's a big clutch. And when you get that, you always think, in every game from now on in this series, they're going to think, no matter how far they're down, we have the opportunity. We can clutch up when it matters. We can get those kills.
16-4. We see a little bit of time on the board from We Get Wiped. Stepping up to the plate, trying to get some time here.
Excellent kill.
That was a great kill there from Ashen. And he gets cleaned up there from the side. It's Definus with the ball in hand, is going to replay this ball out center. Goes back into a position to defend the respawn off of PD. Great grenade kill there from It's Marky with the assist. And still a little bit of points up here in this oddball match at Streets.
Yeah, Hamster kind of in no man's land at the moment, trying to work his way out from caution.
Ooh, good stick.
That was excellent. Like, I mean, that's gonna buy, I think, quite a bit rockets here.
Oh man.
Oh,
that was a great play with the rockets. That was, I think, through the shroud, and I mean, he hit it perfect. I think he might have saw or maybe heard the player drop down right here from.
Oh, he's gonna be unhappy with that one.
Rockets are still down. I think there's still one rocket left up in Laundry. It's Definus getting it on the board. Great shot there from Finest.
Hamster really
great camera work on the back end.
Yeah, and I think, like, yeah, you're seeing, like, already players like Diesel and Hamster, Beige, and yeah, like, they're really stamping their authority on this game. Like, they're saying, look, we are the ones to look to. We are the ones who are going to clean up the damage that you put down, you know? So, yeah, I mean, I think, like, when it comes down to it, like, they're probably going to be the difference here. Like, I mean, Diesel's play in the first round was huge, and it almost led to a win. But, you know, like, there's only one stat that matters, and that's the W, as we said already today on the script. And, like, the kills that mattered were there for Team Loud Whine at the end of the last round.
doing great here, defending this off. Let's see, we get wiped, still in a position of being in the lead. We have 2 minutes left on the clock, though, so a total of 48 points have been spent scoring, and meanwhile, 3 minutes the ball has been spent on the ground. The ball will be reset, and right there to grab it, it's Marky. You see how many points he already has on the board with that oddball. He's going to be the one who collects some more and potentially drives Loud Whine into getting their second round win.
Yeah, I think, like, if we're looking here, if I'm Blitzkrieg, like the white captain, I'm just saying composure. Take a breath. Take a step. Let's all wait off the spawn for each other, and let's go for, like, let's get a pick. Let's get a pick, and then we'll get some ball time. Then we'll make a move. Because at the moment, like, it looks like they're just a bit, you know, maybe still feeling that 99-point loss, you know?
Breaking the lead, gaining the lead for the first time in the second round. Loud Whine really putting pressure on We Get Wiped in this oddball match with only a minute and 20 seconds. You know,
yeah, and that's a big win there from Rubber Ducky.
Really could come down to a point where they just buy the time, that they sit there and camp the oddball and prevent it from being touched. Then it's gonna be a few seconds that are really the decider.
Yeah, and you might be asking there, why is Rubber Ducky holding the ball when he's alone? And while that is an excellent question, how spawns work in oddball is that if you're holding the ball, your team or your teammates will spawn near you, right? So, like, it prioritizes spawning near the ball carrier on your team. So yes, you are more vulnerable to being down a shot in a fight, but it means your friends are going to spawn near you faster.
37 to 49. Back in a position of scoring. Loud Whine is continuing to drive We Get Wiped up against the wall as it looks as though they have tied and now gained the lead. But just then, the ball gets put on the ground and thrown off a balcony to ensure that they're going to try to drive out the timer, maybe. 40 seconds.
There's 45 seconds left. Like, they're tempting We Get Wiped into touching the ball just for 50 seconds, or to get that, like, those extra few ticks on, right? And by baiting the ball, it just means that you have your BRs pointed at that ball spot.
Great teamwork there as Diesel was hurt in a kind of a trapped corner. We saw the Shroud screen come in with the assist. There's no medal or merit for that in game, but we see it. Yeah, we appreciate it.
Things are getting messy now. You know, there's 25 seconds left. There's no setups here now anymore. It's literally touch the ball. I'm going to get a kill. You're going to get a kill. Just swapping back and forth. And I think this is just going to end, like, whoever wins this is going to be the player holding the ball at the end of all of this to and fro, which it looks like it's going to be We Got Wiped this round.
Pretty even footing here still yet. Loud Whine got this ball, though, back in a position of scoring. They're currently down by 16 points. They can get that ball in their hands. There's only 14 seconds left on the clock. They can't really let this ball go on the ground. They have to be scoring it. Diesel with the Sentinel beam, able to get a few shots on, but it's Marky's able to get away. 4 seconds away from gaining this lead with 14 seconds on the clock. He is going to be able to tie it. And then he drops the ball.
Well, yeah, but, I mean, remember, like, they have been here before. They know what's needed. They know they can do what they need to do. So, any touch. That's all I'm shouting now. If I'm on Loud Whine, any touch and you win. Oh my god, that kill was huge!
What a close
match. Who got that kill there?
They only got the point by one second.
I mean, that's an excellent hit. Like,
wow.
That one last shot that killed the carrier won them that game. Because that was messy. That wasn't clean Halo, you know? That's not like, oh, we have a setup, you break our setup. That was just, hey, I can kill you better. I'm just better. That's all they're saying in that last round. I'm just better. I'm gonna throw my punches, and you can throw your punches, but I can tell you, I'm going to put you on your back before you get me on mine.
Seeing a few early points here on the board. Loud Whine, 20 seconds. Approaching their second round win. We are currently tied in this oddball match at Streets.
Astronaut still caught there in Harry Potter.
Good call out.
Yeah, I made it to benches, but got picked off there by Hamstar. I mean, he lived quite a lot longer than I thought he would in that position, in fairness.
Ooh, all
And,
four
It
down.
looks like, yeah, it looks like Wiped have really broken that setup there. That's some good old traditional Halo for you, after the hectic back and forth from the last one.
Yeah, after you get a squad wipe, if you don't get time on the board, then you've really not seized the opportunity. You have left money on the table at that point.
Absolutely, and I mean, they've elected for this commando hold. Now that's it's a tough hold. Like, you have a lot of cover, but at the same time, your teammates aren't going to be able to help you if they're going to be in a position to attack the enemy. So if you're left one-on-one, you're always going to be a shot down with the ball in your hands. You're got to be ready to play that ball when you're getting pushed at Mando.
Rubber Ducky, great control of the rockets. Great control and use so far. Gets a double kill on the board.
Yeah, Hamster's out there in no man's land. Like, if I'm Rubber Ducky, all I'm thinking is get that ball somewhere that you don't want them, or you don't want to see it, The enemy doesn't want to see it because, yeah, they're kind of like just another slugfest going on here now, down at trees.
It's funny that we were in a 37. It was 37-37, 1 point to 1 point. In a tie situation on the first round of this series, and it just goes to show what level of effort both of these teams are really putting into this match.
Yeah, like this is like really them just like like knockdown, drag out Halo, right? This is I'm gonna hit my shots more than you, Halo. Because no one is getting an opportunity to make a hold. It's literally just so back and forth at the moment that, like, I think only now the dust is kind of settling and Loud Whine have a backseat setup that they're happy enough with, because they've got the entire enemy team spawning in A. I mean, that's going to guarantee them another 15 seconds.
This could be it. They have great control. 77, almost 80 points on the board to 59. A good almost 20-point lead. As Loud Whine wants to confirm this, both teams are at the cusp of collecting their first round win here in this series.
Absolutely, and in the midst of all of that, Astronaut had a massive PIV win there up on B. Like, that win, that one-on-one, just like it took the legs out of the entire attack on the other team, because he then controlled all of trees. Everyone who had to make that cross from A down to C.
This isn't what's scheduled, at least not what the schedule that was provided to me. So I'm not sure if maybe I might have missed the memo, or if the players have their own agenda. I'm not entirely sure, but either way, we're gonna watch what they're doing.
Yeah.
And
I'm singing from the same hymn sheet, so I'm not sure, but we have Slayer here on pit. Like a very swingy, very snowballing kind of game. This a lot more than capture the flag, I feel, because at least you can hold out a bit and capture the flag. But like, if you get spawn trapped in Slayer, it's a very bad time.
Early on here, we do see early control. Hamstar getting that sniper rifle in his hand. 7-4. Loud Whine taking the finest that they can, as it's the finest claiming the 3 kills early on. Great snipe there from Hamstar onto Astronaut.
Absolutely.
Right through the window.
Astronaut punished for being nerdy right there. Like, trying to get that nice little spot out of sword and punished immediately for it. honestly, like that back and forth was crazy to me. I've never seen anything like it so far in competitive Halo.
Amstar, see his perspective with the sniper. He's doing a great job at mitigating death and keeping himself alive. Try to make sure that he can get some points early on. Some shots onto Beige from behind. Beige will get taken out there, and the 9th point's on the board for we get wiped.
Yeah, Hamstar played a very big, almost unsung role there by staying alive up by Needles. It prevented his team from becoming spawn trapped, and getting that kill when he did, like, was huge. Now they've just got to focus on the power, right? We've got rockets coming up, and it looks like, yeah, Diesel was in a lot of. Oh, you hate to see that from Hamstar. Fell down off the angle and just gave up the rockets for free. But yeah, I mean, things like that could happen. You want that back every time. But yeah, um, I do think that Hamstar has overall been having a great game. It's just unfortunate to fall off there. Everyone has done it. Now, yeah, we get wiped are still massively on the back foot here. Like they are pinned, or sorry, we get wiped are pinned in their base. They have been struggling this entire game to just get their claws onto the halfway line here, because we have Loud Whine just flying at them. Like they're already in pit. S1 terminal getting picked off. Like it's all like Astronaut's got these guys drilled now. I mean, they're just so reactive. Now, we get wiped, have got a couple of picks here and moved up to long. You also have 2 players in terminal in sword. Now, one is absolute, and I feel like he's probably just going to be chilling for a while. Whereas Robert Ducky is, yeah, he got caught there. There was nowhere for him to go once he found himself on that box. Now, this kill in training would be big. Yeah, it really kind of lets them swing now and just spawn trap them the other way around up into Needles. But Blitzkrieg here, sneaking in around the back, got a snipe for his trouble.
And really, you're going to see Loud Whine here, 25-17. Do a great job right out the gate. I'm seeing what I'm seeing demonstrated here is when they have the power weapon, when they have that ability, they're playing it really. Seems like maybe some aggressive decision making on the side of we get wiped to try to get that power weapon from them, leaving them with a little bit more opportunity for. Now up by 10, Loud Whine proceeding now by 11 with well-placed shots there from the fun.
Now, as it's always been said, right? Like, you know, a 10-kill lead on the pit is not like a 10-kill lead on streets or
100%.
recharge, right? You get a good run off of like power weapons. Like for example, here we have Overshield pushing down green. Like that's big. Like this could be like yeah, you see Astronaut though just standing strong. While a lot of his teammates fall, and like getting that killing spree is big, because it looked like for a moment there that we get wiped. Just we're in a lot of trouble, or we got wiped. We're looking to really get a foothold back in this match.
I wonder how many lives that little pillar in the back has saved. The repulsor just kind of coddled him into the overshield spawn, more so than knock him off the edge. Rubber Ducky here in a contest for It's the Finest. Try to go for the sniper rifle. The sniper rifle is on the map, and you know all these players want it. 34-23. Looking down at the overshield lane, he's going to see one. It's Mark. He gets some shots on, descoping, makes it tough to shoot, but he still is able to get a snipe on. 36-23, Loud Whine looking like they might be able to confirm their second victory.
Yeah, it does look like they're kind of pulling away with this now. Like, you know, it is still 11 kills, but 11 kills at 37 is a lot more than is a lot more of a big deal than it is at like say 25. So we get wiped, they're in a lot of trouble here, and if they don't get a couple of picks soon, they could be in for a world of hurt. Saying that, there are guns down here for Hamstar, which he has left get collected behind him. So that's a little awkward. We're gonna have to see how he fights his way back with that heat wave in there at sword. It's a big thing, and now he's stuck on the box. And yeah, he manages to work his way out, kill Ashen, get the weapons, and hopefully get a pick underpass. Oh no, he's got jumped there. I mean, he's traded out, but you want a bit more than trades at 40-30.
40-30. Still a lead by 10 in this late in the Slayer game with only 10 tries left. If you think about that, you only have 10 tries left. With what
That's
will
between
you? With what will you do with your life?
Absolutely. I'm just looking through, like, We Got Wiped here, and, you know, Hamstar is the only one, like, holding on to his life a lot more. Like, so, you know, he's gonna have a big part to play. Like, his living here could be the difference. Like, you see now, they're really starting to come back in this. Like, we're at 42-35, and yeah, that's a great rocket kill there by Blitzkrieg. Oh, you hate to see that. Stuck on the lift.
A small disadvantage.
Yeah.
When you can't move and
I'd
you're
say
stuck
he'd
in
want to have
midair.
words with you over saying that's a small disadvantage.
Yeah, just imagine like you're shooting like skeet with a shotgun or something, or clay pigeons, and you end up like just having it float in midair for you to shoot. It's not moving at all. Like, come on, can't sit here and float in midair and take that. 46-38, a lead by now 8. Loud Whine coming ever closer to confirming this victory.
Yeah, it looks like they've gotten their gotten control back now. Like it was a little hairy there for a moment, but yeah, like it does look now like they have like regained their composure. They've regained control of the map. They've got guns in their hands again, and you know, it looks like they're good. Like they're good for this win here.
Yeah, with only one death between you and victory, you know you're going to continue to press, and it's going to be very difficult to stay alive through 10 additional engagements. Beiji here pushing training, another one out of green box, and there you're going to see it confirmed on the board, 50-40. Second win.
If you're looking to like to a game 3, I don't think there's a better map for it. Like just as a neutral. Because, like, you know, you win CTF Aquarius, you damn well deserve to win CTF Aquarius.
We're going to see early on here as well. 2 players down on the side of Loud Whine, giving We Get Wiped an ability to press forward. Blitzkrieg pushing utility as well as his teammate. That's 3 players down. They're going to go for a grab. Great execution here from We Get Wiped.
Absolutely, and you can see there his teammate Diesel just hanging out in Gen, because what you want is them to spawn over in Fridge to make this pull a lot easier. But you are seeing here now the Finest just getting that double kill was massive. I mean, this could be a re on its own, but no, I mean, he's shut down there just at the door of Gen. We do have a trash pull down into court. Just to kind of maybe slow down the opposition, but yeah, like full return on both ends, and we're back to as you were.
The Beiji there with that pistol, I've seen some really good execution with that sidekick. That's crazy, how off guard it can take you when someone who knows how to use it is close to you with it. It is a force to be reckoned with. It's the finest. Navigating nimbly. to get into position here in utility.
Yeah, absolutely. You see that sidekick, you pick that sidekick up because its time to kill is a lot faster at close range than the BR is. So you're able to quick draw. If you're able to quick draw, say even if you're running out of ammo, having that second gun is always useful. But the sidekick in close quarters will always win against a BR.
10 minutes on the clock. That's 2 minutes elapsed here in this game already. Well placed shots from Hamstar as he's pushing up. We see a good forward push here as a flag will be grabbed, and the attempt to get a capture will be made once again by We Get Wiped.
Absolutely, and I'd love to see, because we are seeing a great clinic of slays here from We Get Wiped. But what I want to see is a cap. You know, I want to see them put the deaths, having their enemies at the death screen to good use, like get some points on the board, because it's all well and good, like, you know, putting your opponent at death screen, but if you're not going to get any points off the back of it, then, you know, it's just useless. Garbage time.
Good grab, good teamwork, moving the flag together. Blitzkrieg with the flag in hand. Oh, and a great grab there from Marky to prevent the capture just in the nick of time.
Absolutely, and he got that far out into court, which means that, oh my god, here's a triple from Astronaut. He is saying, you shall not pass to Loud Whine, man. I mean, or to We Get Wiped. Like, I mean, wow. What an individual performance from Ashen right there to just say, absolutely not.
Great execution. That was a time when it was needed the most, and nailing that triple kill. You just love to see those clutch moments, and that is what Halo is all about.
Absolutely. I mean, the triple kill really, like, I mean, when you're talking clutch, like, we saw that from Loud Whine this entire series. Clutch is a word that you can use for all of these players, because when it matters, they tighten up. You can see Diesel's got 10 and 8, Hamstar's got 7 and 2, but if you look down there at the bottom, that's the stat that matters. 0-0.
100%, man, and we are almost, or 4.5 minutes here into this CTF game. Hamstar with the invis. You know what he's going to use it for. Grab that flag and go. He's now proceeding. He's wanting to get this point, and this would be huge for him and his team.
Absolutely, and you saw great restraint from him there. Like, he had the opportunity to go in, get a kill or two, and die down in, like, you know, port. Like, but instead, he decides, no, it's the flag we want. It's only flag. It's capture the flag. I'm going for the flag. And, man, here it is on blue flag. It just seems that, like, when it came to it, he just wasn't quite linked up enough with his team. And a counter cap here looks almost inevitable.
Oh, man. They were able to come through with the counter cap. The first point will be on the board. We're going to see Loud Whine take that point. We are 5.5 minutes into the game, and the first point's on the board. And we're going to have to see some more aggression for the point. Look at this. Diesel, he knows it. He's already acting on it. He has the flag in his base, but no. Loud Whine's grabbing it before he's able to put it in the point. And what a great way to effectively prevent the capture. We do see a flag return on the board. And that's going to be another moment for Loud Whine to carry that flag even further forward. Can they get their second point?
Absolutely. This is a clinic in teamwork. You know, you can be as good as you want, but if you are not working together, if you do not communicate and state what you want, when you want it, where you want it, where you're running, where the enemies are, where, like, you know, the pull is going, and what you need from your teammates. If you get none of that, when it matters, you're going to lose. You're gonna lose that fight.
Looks like here, Diesel. Look at how hungry he is for that flag.
Man,
I'm
he
so
wants it,
proud.
But he's alone.
So proud to see his diligence, though. Every time I've seen him, he's been focusing on that objective. A triple kill from Beiji. What a great effective prevention there. He does the little spin to confirm his victory.
Absolutely.
Happy about it.
Giving a bit of love after the
Little
death.
dance.
But yeah, I will say here, like that was a perfect example of what has been going on for this We Get Wiped team. Some brilliant, brilliant individual play. But when it came to, oh, here we go again, Astronaut, banking on all of this extra damage being put down by his teammates and cleaning up. You see? Because, like, we see Diesel coming out with brilliant plays. We see Hamstar coming out with brilliant plays. But they're just not able to convert that as a team into something cohesive and coherent.
I mean, Loud Whine putting points on the board. Astronaut and It's Marky both participating heavily on that objective. We're going to see Marky yet once again going for the flag. He already has it underneath mid. It's already back in the courtyard. Astronaut protecting from above, preventing him from then doing anything about it. Great execution there demonstrated from Loud Whine. Killing spree and make that a double kill on the board there from Beiji. Confirming yet once again, more deaths, more kills, more opportunities for a flag grab. Up by 3 now. Wow.
Yeah, this is really starting to pull away from We Got Wiped here. Like, you know, it looks like 3-0 up, 4 minutes to go. It's gonna be a big ask, you know, for them to even get one at this point. Like, I don't know where this flag cap is gonna come from. You know, like they're incredibly disjointed at the moment. You see, they're 2 there, like alone, going across Gen and Car, and now back into yellow flag. But where's the help? Where, like, they're completely split. Now we have someone up, or now they have mid control, and that's huge. But I think maybe it's just a little too late.
It might be, but I'm still so admiring the dedication to the cause. Great nade from It's the Finest, Diesel and Hamstar both carrying the flag as far forward as they possibly can. It's the Finest catching them with the nade at the right time and getting that return. I'm really seeing brilliant displays on both sides here. But man, I tell you, Loud Whine, they collapse together at the right time and they're able to get those points. The plays, the timing, the positions, they're doing it right.
Absolutely. And, you know, we're seeing some high quality Halo here. We're seeing the fights, the time to death, the time to kill, and the way that these players are able to escape and live. That's all without dispute. The problem here at the moment, and what the difference is between these two teams, is teamwork. It is that word itself, team, because they are showing, like, that we are going to fight for each other. Astronaut has gotten a few extremely good kills, but they're all off the back of some extremely good teamwork. Like, we've seen a number of triple kills here now, but it just seems that whenever these big plays are made by Loud Whine, they're capitalized on.
Minute and 50 seconds left on the clock. Loud Whine stepping up, getting the points. And now just defending. Look at the flag sitting right where it needs to be. Just need to touch it. They are able to get the point. We Get Wiped. Still coming through. Not going to let 0 be on that scoreboard.
Yeah, you don't want to have a duck egg in any of these games. Like, especially after how close the first, oddball match was on Streets. Like, they're going to feel like they were just inches away on 2 of those maps. Or on 1 of those maps, at least. And they feel like they should maybe have gotten to a game 4 anyway. But I think now, like, they're going to want to be in the enemy base in the next 5-10 seconds if they look like, or if they want to look like they're going to get back into this game with some heroics.
I gotta say, I love ducks. I'd love to have a duck egg. I get an incubator.
Yeah. Absolutely. I don't know, like, I'm pretty sure the only reason they don't have a duck egg is because they have rubber ducky and not an actual duck.
Oh, true, but either way, I love ducks. The rubber ducky, shout out, man.
Yeah.
Or lady, I'm not sure.
Absolutely. But hey, I'll tell you this much, you'll definitely see them at the lemonade stand.
Ah, you indeed will. 3-1, 30 seconds left on the clock. We get wiped, still putting in a lot of effort to try to grab this flag, to try to put the point on the board that they need to. Hamstar approaching it. He has limited shields. He gets hit by a nade. He gets hit by 2. It's Marky with the final few, nailing down the points they need to proceed with all the world's greed. I don't know.
Like, I think, like, if you're looking there watching that, you can see that they're playing on hard mode at the moment, and that's because they're so disconnected from each other. Like, every time you see, like, we get wiped, like, they have 2-3 enemies looking at them.